Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of hosting a Zoom meeting. And in part 2, I'm going to talk about the screen share function. And right now, I have the Zoom meeting open. But in order to do good screen share, what we need to do is go to my desktop. So I'm at my messy desktop. And during this AA meeting I'm hosting, we want to have the format we use. So what I had done was gone in and I opened in Word format. So there it is. So it's kind of open and ready to go on my computer. And let's say this is a big book meeting. And so I want to have the big book up and ready to go. So I go to my browser, which is Chrome, and you'll see I've gone into aa.org. And you can come down here to aa.org. And by the way, if I get to the bottom, it says read the big book and 12 and 12. Also, you can go get other AA literature like pamphlets. But we're going to go to the big book. Pick it up. So I click on that, read the big book. And there's the big book. And then to read it, you click here. And it brings up the table of contents. And let's say we're doing Bill's story this week. So you click on that. All right, and there's Bill's story. And up here you'll notice that I can increase the size. And I bring it up. So we're all set to go with Bill's story. And here's the format. That's all set to go and open. So we're back here. And we're getting ready to start the meeting. And I come down here to screen share. And I hit screen share. And it brings up everything on my screen. Well, over here, I want to start the meeting, and here I see my meeting format, 6 p.m. So I click on it, and I hit share. And there it is. And then I just run down through all of this in the screen share. And you can see it. And as we go down through the various elements. So I leave that there, and it's in the background. So that's there. Okay, then we finish the reading. And then what you do is you come up here, it says you are screen sharing. And one way to see your toolbar is move the cursor up, and there you can see the toolbar. So I'm going to hit stop share, and you'll notice it brings me back. Okay, now we're here for a minute, and we're saying, okay, we want to share the big book reading, and we're going to do the reading. So I hit screen share again, and I find there's chapter 1, Bill's story. I click on it. I hit share. And here we are. So this is up here, and then I can control it. All right. Then when we're done reading this, I hit stop share, and it brings it back. Next, I'll show you how to share a video on screen share. But before I do, let me show you something else. You hit the security button here, and you'll notice that you're the only one, if you're the host or co-host, that can share your screen. If you want to give people the ability to share their screens, you just click on it, and now everyone has the ability to share their screens. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you is sharing a video or maybe some audio during your meeting. Now, one of the things I do is I run Joe and Charlie session, and I bring up videos or audios from YouTube. You might be running a meeting and wanting to bring an audio up that you want to share. So what I do there is I hit screen share. But before I open what I'm interested in opening, you see down here at the bottom, it says share sound. I click on that, and that enables me to share with the group the sound. And what I had done is, there's my Joe and Charlie. So I open that, and I hit share. And we happen to be this week on step 7. And so I come up.
That if you had a resentment you didn't want to get rid of.
On this,
knowing full well that it might get you drunk, then you still needed to put it on the inventory sheet and get out in that 5th column and.
All right, so there's an example of using Joe and Charlie. Here again, things are the same. You make sure it's off here, and you hit stop share. The other thing we do is Grapevine. And let me pause for a minute and bring Grapevine up. Okay, let me see. Let me show you what I'm going to be doing. First, let me minimize this. You're seeing what I'm doing. So I go to the Grapevine magazine, and I have a subscription. I hit archive. And here we are in the July edition. All right. And it just so happens, but let's say I wanted something from June. I just go over here and click on magazine issue June. And then I go down here and click on format, and I get article. Click on that. And so I have June article. And okay, let's pick out this one on procrastination. So I'm putting, whoops, let me just check on. Oh, I don't know what happened to it. Let's put greeter. What's a greeter? And bring that up. So I'm ready to go with that. Whoops. It wants me to make sure I'm logged in. All right, so bear with me on this. I apologize. Okay. So I have Grapevine all set up and running a Grapevine meeting. And there again, I can click on screen share, and there I see my Grapevine that I had set up, and I click on that, and Grapevine comes in audio format, so I hit share sound, then I hit it. Okay, so here's the Grapevine meeting, and in this particular meeting, if you're running it, you could either read the story, or Grapevine lets you play an audio.
Our personal stories. Greeter? What's a greeter? Setting up chairs? Putting out the books? Gee.
So, again, I'm going to hit stop share, and that brings us back to where we are now. So hopefully this has been helpful. I think the ability to share screen is really something that is really a great tool to use when hosting meetings. So that's it, and good luck hosting your Zoom meetings.